Welcome back to the Ross Bolen podcast. Me, Ross. This my show. Please enjoy yourself. I'm still getting over a little cold, so I apologize if I'm a nasally little goose today. That whole Bruce debacle last week really took it out of me. Like, once my adrenaline settled after we found him, my body just shut the fuck down, and I immediately got a terrible cold, and I've been exhausted ever since, no matter how much I sleep. But I'm good. Things are good. I'm recovering. I feel like I'm always recovering from something for the last 4 years straight, but that's fine. It's fine. We're good. Hashtag blessed. I was laying in bed this morning after the toddler woke me up at 6:45 a.m. before the fucking sun was even up. Fuck my life. And I woke up with the "We Don't Talk About Bruno" song from Encanto stuck in my head. And I realized I know every single word to that song now, every lyric. And that's when it occurred to me how much space in my brain is occupied by absolutely insane information. Like, I remember rap songs in full from the year 2002. Like, surely the brain has a finite amount of space, and eventually you put one last fact in there, and that's it. After that, you got to start deleting old files to make room for new memories, like when your iPhone runs out of space and you have to delete apps and old redundant photos. Right? You can't just keep learning new shit forever, right? Like, smart people have more memory and dumb people have less memory. I assume that's how it works. And I'm somewhere in the middle between smart and dumb people, you can probably tell. So I feel I have a fair and balanced view on all of this. But if we do have a finite amount of space in our brains, which I assume we do, then I need to start deleting song lyrics and movie quotes ASAP, because that's like 85% of my storage space right there. It's bad. Like, I spent the first 25 years of my life just watching the same movies and TV shows over and over and over and over and over. And I found out eventually this is what people with anxiety do, because you watch something, you know the ending, it's less stressful. But this applied with like comedies. Man, I can't tell you how many times I watched Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore and Dumb and Dumber, and I can recite those movies, and I don't know if that's a good use of my brain space. Like, I don't know. I feel like if I'm doing like an audit of my life, that's one of the things that stands out to me is like, I don't really know how I explain this. Like, if somebody was like, how can you possibly justify you have one of these, one life to live, one lifetime. You know it could end at any moment. You know that for a fact. And yet, you watched Billy Madison 66 times. How can you justify days of your life? Many days. Why did you need to watch The Sopranos that sixth time? And I don't know how to answer those questions. That's a difficult defense to mount. All right? Makes me feel bad. I don't know. I needed to get through. That's what stories do. That's what, like, to me, this is the gap, bridging the gap between like, read a book, dumbass, and like, okay, listen, at least I'm getting some stories here. These are stories. It's storytelling. And why do the human beings tell stories? We tell stories to each other to help each other get through, because life is really hard and challenging. Being a human being is difficult. And you need something to help you get through. And that's what stories do. And movies and TV shows are stories just like books. Are they possibly maybe scientifically proven to be less engaging to your brain? Yes. I don't know definitively, though. And I'm not a scientist. I'm a simple podcaster. But it's a lot of my storage space. Movie quotes is the point. Just too many random bullshit facts and stories and movies and video games and song lyrics, and not enough poetry or basic mathematics or medical facts or general understanding of physics or like just common sense reasoning, you know? I need to provide more balance. Speaking of which,
grab your light. This is Stuff the Wikipedia when you're high.
Stuff the Wikipedia when you're high.
today's Stuff to Wikipedia when you're high is Orgasmatron, parentheses, massage device, end parentheses. So, before you go, oh God, what is this? No, this is something you're very familiar with. You just didn't know it was called this. All right, so I'm going to describe it to you and see if you can figure it out just based on the Wikipedia description. The Orgasmatron is a manually operated head massage device made of partially flexible copper wires attached to the handle. Yeah, you're starting to see it. You know, it's that thing you grab it by the top and well, now it just looks like I'm jacking off my own head, but you push it down on your head and the wires, they spread out and they go around your dome, your skull, and they give you a nice little massage. It turns out that's the Orgasmatron. This device has been specifically designed to gently massage the head and the back of the neck, including the scalp. It is made by an Australian company of the same name, Orgasmatron. They just went ahead and named the company that, huh? When they went to file the patent, I guess they were like, company name? Well, geez, John, I don't know. I never thought of a company name. All we've got here is the Orgasmatron. Well, hell, let's just name the company Orgasmatron. What a fucking stupid... Come on, guys. Anyway, the device is sold in the United States under the name Happy's Head Trip. And look, I'm just as shocked to find out that it was called the Orgasmatron anywhere as I am to find out that it was called Happy's Head Trip here. I just thought it was called head massage wire fuck thing. I don't know, man. Who the hell? Why does it have to have a name? The point is, this is an example of when branding doesn't matter, apparently. But that thing is called Happy's Head Trip here. It's called the Orgasmatron, and that company that makes it in Australia is called Orgasmatron. The Orgasmatron was designed by Dwayne Lacey, who registered the design in 1998. Since it was first brought to market, several similar devices appeared, resulting in legal action from Lacey. Yeah, he's having to sue left and right. Listen, I think I've owned 6 or 7 of these, and I'm 35. I was born in 1987. It came out 11 years after I was born, and I think I've had 6 or 7 of these. It's like a great stocking stuffer, you know? Good office present for like a coworker that you don't want to kill, you know? Everybody's getting one of these at some point in their life, and it's called the Orgasmatron. What I'm trying to say to you is this is priceless information I'm bestowing upon you. This is fucking... You need to know this shit. This is the stuff that clogs my brain. And I can't, just the fact that this guy's having to go to court and be like, listen, judge, my name is Dwayne Lacey. I am the inventor of the Orgasmatron. Judge is like, oh, God damn it. Can't believe this much. Get on with it. Anyway, it says... According to The Guardian, the device induces a, quote, heavenly tingling sensation. Now we're getting somewhere. Rev the engines, folks. The head massager is used so that the rods encompass the skull of the person massaged. The movements maneuvering it can be either circular or back and forth. It can be used as part of a self-massage, it says here. But the sensations of that's the thing about the Orgasmatron. They should have worked in a masturbation joke instead of an orgasm joke, because the fact is, this is one of the few devices you can self-operate and be just as effective as when another person is using it. And the thing about human touch is, like, I can sit here and massage my own shoulder all day, right? And it's fine, but it's not the same as when my wife does it, right? When you got another set of hands on you, that's the good stuff. Feels better. Something about it. There's an energy exchange there that takes place. It's soothing. It's wholesome. It's human. It's life. It's the life force of the other person manipulating your spirit. But the point is, the Orgasmatron is sort of like it's like the stranger of massages. You know how when you sit on your hand and then you touch yourself, they call that the stranger? They do. If you didn't know that, you learned something else today. It's more priceless information, more you're welcome. And this is the stranger of massages because you take the Orgasmatron and you can do yourself with it. Go fuck yourself with the Orgasmatron. I still don't know why they had to name the company that, though. That's the thing that's really hanging me up here, folks. It's the thing I'm upset about. Why would you? I just don't. It'd be like if people were like, "What's your company name?" And I was like, "The Ross Bolen Podcast," and they were like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah, I just went ahead and yeah, that's the name of the company." No, it's Bolen Media. We came up with a whole fucking other insanely creative name. you gotta label it. What the hell? Orgasmatron. It says on Wikipedia here, it says its use would have many virtues, such as the stimulation of blood circulation, the acceleration of hair growth, and the relief of headaches or the reduction of stress. Then it says, see also, massage chair. And I got questions. How is that the C? Shouldn't Dwayne Casey or something or the company Orgasmatron have been the C also? How is it massage chair? Maybe it's got the same inventor. I don't know. I'm not going any further. I couldn't believe that it tried to link me to the massage chair when I'm here reading about the interesting Orgasmatron. Designed by Dwayne Lacey, who registered the design in 1990. Okay, you have my permission to erase it all from your memory. I'm sorry, I clogged your brain with useless information. Today's episode is brought to you by MyBookie. Man, it feels good to have football back again. Watched several college football games this past weekend. The vibes were much needed. Missed it dearly. I bet on one of them. I'm 1-0. Thank you, Ohio State, second half. And now this weekend we have the NFL returning, so the Texans can torture my soul all season. But that's why MyBookie exists, so I can bet against the Texans and at least make money when they choke. As the Bills and Rams prepare to kick off the NFL regular season, now is the time to prepare for your winning season at MyBookie. Whether you're a veteran bettor or a first-timer, MyBookie gets you the most for your money with a double deposit bonus. It's quick and easy. Put $250 in. You'll have $500 in your account because they're going to double that $250, and you can use your funds to bet instantly on as many games, contests, and props as you want. To claim your bonus, register today. Use promo code RBP. Designed to add more excitement to the games and sports you love. Bet on team win totals, predict the Super Bowl winner, use the MyBookie prop builder, and secure the bag. Your winning season begins today exclusively at MyBookie. Also, so MyBookie.ag, code RBP when you sign up for that deposit bonus. I will be live on Twitch this Thursday for Bills versus Rams, watching the game, chatting with everyone who comes through on twitch.tv/bossrollin. That's Ross Bolen with the B and the R reversed. I will share my bets with y'all on there. We can all sweat together. Twitch.tv/Ross Bolen. I'm sorry, Boss Rollin. Reverse the B and the R. Thursday for Bills versus Rams, brought to you by MyBookie, code RBP. I got an insane headline of the day for you here. You ready for it? From Metro. Medieval vampire unearthed with sickle across her throat to stop her rising from the dead. Oh yeah, like we don't have enough going on. Finding out aliens are real in the middle of a pandemic. Now we have to learn vampires are real when a lot of the population is still wearing masks, so there's a foolproof way for them to hide their fangs. By the way, we just really let that alien shit slide. Like nobody... It turns out we don't care. Or we all already assumed. I don't really know which one it is, but we I still can't get over the fact that the government was like, yep, UFOs, and we were all just like, rabble, masks, rabble, vaccine, rabble. Like, we just totally, that was the perfect time for them to drop that shit on us. It worked flawlessly. We just completely moved on with our lives. It's got to be dumbfounding to whatever third party is watching this whole mess. But okay, yeah, so back to the vampires. And I'll just read you some of the column. The extraordinary remains of a supposed vampire have been uncovered at an archaeological site in Poland. Experts found the female with a sickle across its throat, pinning it to the ground. Bury me like this, by the way, so when people find me, they think I'm a vampire. That's sick. You're dead. I'm gonna be dead. I don't care. I won't care at that point. So just go ahead and slap a sickle down over my throat. I want to freak people out if they ever dig me up. That's what they get for digging me up. Should have left me resting in peace, rotting with the maggots and the worms. No, I would like a gold, steel, whatever the best case is. Put me in that. I know people are like, oh, funerals are so silly. You spend so much money on a coffin. Fuck that. I want a bulletproof, missile-proof. Preserve my corpse, man. I don't want to be eaten by bugs. Dead or alive, soul or not, I don't give a shit. Don't. This body got me through a lot. It deserves respect. Deserves respect. That's the point. I feed the earth. Nah, the earth's got enough to eat. Put me in a box it can't be screwed with. Thank you. Back to the vampires. Professor Darius Polinsky from the Nicholas Copernicus University explained, the sickle was not laid flat, but placed on the neck in such a way that if the deceased had tried to get up, most likely the head would have been cut off or injured. Oh, okay, I see what's happening here. So they thought, fuck it, if the vampire wakes back up, it'll sit up real fast and chop its own head off with this sickle. It won't first open its eyes, examine its surroundings, and see that they've placed a sharp sickle above your neck. I don't know about this strategy. This is some dumb shit. It says the body was found during an archaeological work at a 17th century cemetery in the village of Pien in southeastern Poland. See, this is why I don't fuck with southeastern Poland at all. Not even a little bit. This is why it's not on my list of preferred vacation destinations. I always had a bad feeling about that place. According to the university team, she had a silk cap on her head, indicating high social status, and a protruding tooth, indicating shit dentistry. Strangely, one of her toes was also secured with a padlock. Did not realize they had padlocks back then. Professor Polinsky explained to the Daily Mail that the padlocking of the big toe on the skeleton's left foot likely symbolized, quote, the closing of a stage and the impossibility of returning, end quote. Ah, yes, more sound logic. He added, ways to protect against the return of the dead include cutting off the head or legs, placing the deceased face down to bite into the ground, burning them, and smashing them with a stone. Wait. Is he a current professor? Is he stating what they believed back then or what he believes now? Like, listen, the dead are dead. They don't care what the living are doing at all. But frankly, it sounds like this guy's just coming up with excuses to desecrate corpses. No? All right, let's move on. Today's episode is also brought to you by Liquid IV. Summer's closing out, but man, it is still hot as hell outside. You got to be proactive about keeping your body fueled and hydrated. Making hydration a priority can help us feel healthier in our everyday lives, and one stick of Liquid IV and 16 ounces of water hydrates you 2 times faster and more efficiently than water alone. Plus, Liquid IV produces great tasting products with 10 refreshing flavors like Concord Grape, Lemon Lime, Pina Colada, and Tropical Punch. Delicious. I'm drinking one right now. Got the Concord Grape in here. One of my favorites. Contains 5 essential vitamins, B3, B5, B6, B12, and vitamin C, with 3 times the electrolytes of traditional sports drinks, made with premium ingredients, non-GMO and free of gluten, dairy, and soy. It's that CTT that makes it so effective, that cellular transport technology that's designed to enhance rapid absorption of water and other key ingredients into the bloodstream. Also, Liquid IV is on a mission to change the world, having donated over 20 million servings globally. Grab your Liquid IV in bulk nationwide at Costco, or you can get 25% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use code ROSS at checkout. That's 25% off anything you order when you go to liquidiv.com and use promo code ROSS. When you check out, experience better hydration today at liquidiv.com, promo code ROSS. That's Liquid IV for you. I'm having one of those days where I hate all music, which is annoying. You ever have one of those? Just like a day or a week where all music absolutely stinks. You're sick of every single playlist. You feel like Spotify is trolling you with the daily mix because it's like an unlistenable garbage. As I say it out loud, I realize this might be a symptom of depression, but I'm having one of those today. Like writing this episode, I just sat there with my AirPods in on the couch, not listening to anything. Yeah, that's depression. Anyway, becoming a dad has like really brought to light all of the things I am not good at or flat out cannot do or don't know how to do. Like cooking is an obvious one for me, right? Like I'm, but I'm 35 years old. So at this point, it feels like not knowing how to tie a tie for me, where at this point, it's like a point of personal pride. Like, I don't really want to learn ever, if I'm being honest. I know I have to. I'm going to, all right? I have to learn some basics and shit. I know. I need to. But I'm just saying, even, like, that's how I feel, all right, with cooking and tying a tie. I am never going to learn how to tie a tie. That's just not happening. It's just not happening. I've already, now it's very much a point of personal pride, and in fact, affects no one else but me, and I refuse. The cooking thing, I feel like it proves I'm selfish if I don't learn how to do it. You know? That's where I'm at with it. I've got to learn. I'm having a baby. Come on. Got to learn how to cook. I'm sure this is me trying to shame myself into doing it. Like I said at the front of the episode, there's no more room. There's no more room. It's over for me, I think. I remember being 27 and sick and thinking like, fuck, dude, I have not run out of room. I am so smart. This is awesome. I'm going to be a genius. I'm going to learn everything. It sucks for other people, but I don't know what's wrong with them because I'm crushing. And now mentally I understand what happens. And eventually you run out of space and it's over and you're just done and you know it. That's where I'm at. There's no more space. I don't have room for recipes or how long. Like, I can't. Please, no more. I have so much shit to do. Please don't make me learn this right now. I have to, I know, but god damn it, I don't want to. So cooking is an obvious one. Then I'm like, I got to do something about this. I'm having a kid. We've got a 3.5-year-old, but my wife was already fully taking care of her when I met her, so I never had to you know what I mean? I got away scot-free in terms of the cooking thing. I was just I got lucky. But now, that its excuse is going to be gone. It already is, just from her being pregnant at all. I got to learn to cook stuff. And I feel like I was going to have to, one of the things I thought I was going to have to learn was about cars, like how to do your oil, change your oil, how to do car stuff, But now I'm like, I don't know. By the time my kids are driving, it's going to be fucking robot cars, man. Nobody's going to be driving at all. I'm sure as shit not buying them one of these old things you got to know stuff about. Fuck all that. Give me the iPhone of cars, which at that point will probably have a literal Apple car. So, yeah, I don't think so. I'm not going to learn that. I don't care. I just never did. Cooking, I care because I love food. I'd like there to be food, delicious food around. If I could make myself delicious food, all right, I'm starting to see how I could sell myself on this. I've got to talk myself into the payoff, which is delicious food. But see, the thing that my brain goes, yeah, but that's so far away. You know how many meals you'll have to make before you get to that point where you're good? And then I'm right back on the couch. See, I can do the mental gymnastics, man. Wish I could think of a famous gymnast right now to reference, but I can't because I'm out of room. But I know most of the basic, shit you need to know to human. Like outside of those two things, cooking. What was the other thing? Remembering stuff. I feel like my kids are in a good spot. I realized College Game Day, ESPN's College Game Day for college football, is in Austin, Texas this weekend as the University of Texas faces off against Alabama in what will surely be a devastating beatdown. That's awesome. I obviously have to make a new College Game Day sign request. The old one was funny, to be sure, but we don't need to be don't be putting that out there anymore. We got a new one. My new request. This is what I want you to put on a sign. J-Bone =hero. J-Bone =hero. That's what you put on your RBP sign, all right? It's for us, remember? This is an inside joke for us, for the listeners, for us. We want people to see it and go, who the fuck is J-Bone and why is he a hero? And then somebody explains it to him. An RBP listener pops out from behind him, and explains it to him. That's how I imagine it's going to go. Just put that on the sign. Make it happen. RBP gang, get out there, get there early, get your ass to the front. Make your sign big. J-Bone =hero. I don't know, put there's no hashtag. We don't need a fucking hashtag. Just put that. Thank you. Happy birthday, by the way, to Keith Halberstadt. Thank you for listening. Happy birthday, dude. Follow us on TikTok @The Ross Bolen Podcast, on Instagram @The Ross Bolen Podcast, on Twitter @Ross Bolen Pod. Follow me @WR Bolen on Twitter and Instagram. If you're watching House of the Dragon, listen to our House of the Dragon podcast, Oysters, Clams, and Cockles, the #1 rated and reviewed Game of Thrones podcast in the entire world. Oysters, Clams, and Cockles, also presented by Bolen Media. Also, if you're an F1 fan, check out Jared's F1 show, the Formula Bone F1 show, available wherever you listen to RBP, and follow Formula Bone on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter, and follow Jared @Jared Borislow. I will be back on Friday with Jared on patreon.com/Ross Bolen Podcast. We're both very busy in the thick of F1 season and with all the House of the Dragon stuff we've got going. Obviously, got to take advantage for the company. We've been up there in the top 25 TV and film podcasts the whole season so far. We were top 10. We were number 8 for a while there, week 1, with episode 1 out, and then we've kind of fallen off since because we dropped episode 2 a little late and lost some momentum because we were at that wedding, my buddy's wedding in Colorado. Anyway, the point is, we appreciate y'all's support. Rate and review our show here, RBP, obviously, but also do so with House of the Dragons, or our House of the Dragon podcast, Oysters, Clams, and Cockles, if you would. It means a lot. Thank you so much. Thanks for supporting us. Thanks for being here today. Thanks for listening. Thanks for following. Thanks for sharing. Tell your people about the show. So on the show can go. Until next time, peace be with you, and also with you.